How do you make money for nothing? The answer could be hiding in the 20 million tonnes of household waste we throw out every year.
Sorry to bother you, before you throw that away, is there any chance I can have a quick chat to you about it?
Sure.
That's why entrepreneur Sarah Moore wants to get her hands on things before they hit the skip.
I am a passionate buyer, maker and user of old stuff, and I've turned that passion into a money-making business. I turn old stuff into new stuff and sell it for a profit.
Sarah's ready to sift through as many boots and bin bags as she needs to.
Look at that absolute box of joy. These are just fantastic.
In her search for tip treasure.
We've got to be able to make something out of that, haven't we?
And with some of the country's elite designers and makers,
I've got a little something for you.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Oh, this is a hard one.
she can transform her finds into desirable,
Oh my word.
beautiful, valuable,
Cha-ching.
and hopefully saleable items.
Well, I love this, so I would really like to have it.
If Sarah is successful, then she can hand the profits back to the very people who had no idea there was cash to be made from their trash.
That is incredible, isn't it?
Today we're at the Whitley Recycling Centre near Guildford, where 800 tonnes of waste is dumped by Surrey locals every month.
I have no idea what I'm going to find here today. It might be a chair in despair or a toy with no joy. But whatever it is, I'm hoping to find something amazing and make some money for nothing.
Award-winning interior designer Sarah is here looking for 3 items which can be saved rather than slung and turned into something new and desirable once again.
You just never know what's going to come in. Could be a Rembrandt any minute now. A Lowry.
It's more likely to be a Renault or a Land Rover, I think, Sarah. Still, all we need are items which, with a little TLC lavished upon them, could reflect a profit for their owners. And Sarah spotted something interesting weighing down the back of Shane's car.
Hi, I'm really sorry to bother you.
Hello.
I'm just looking at people's rubbish today and what they're throwing away and just having a chat about it.
Okay.
Manhole.
We've had a new patio laid, and the builder's left some of the old patio covers.
Wow.
So it's left to me to throw them away.
Well, we're looking at things that we can recycle and make into other things. And I know that they're not probably the daintiest thing I'm going to see all day.
Yeah, they weigh a ton, and they're quite old.
Is there any chance that I could take them rather than you putting them in the tip?
I'd love you to.
How many have you got? Have you got 2?
Got 3.
3?
I'll
I'm
give you a
going to
hand.
get somebody to help me.
The provenance of these old manhole covers is important. Having come from Shane's patio, Sarah is planning to turn them into, well, something.
Never think it, would you? But looking at them, the moment you see them in that lovely crisscross pattern, geometric stuff's really in at the moment, that's going to make a fantastic garden table or something. There's some scrap weight there, isn't there?
Whatever she does make, it'll last a long time. There's a lot of steel there. They weigh a ton, so I look forward to seeing it.
If Sarah hadn't seen the potential in these manhole covers, it could have been money down the drain.
There's money to be made out of these drain covers, and I'm going to go for it in a big way.
I didn't think Sarah would be quite so into heavy metal, but fortunately, she knows a man who is.
Headphones.
Rob Scher has years of experience bending, shaping, grinding, and welding metal.
Years of experience, know-how, tips of the trade, so to speak.
Graduating from art school, his work is now regularly in demand by architects and artists. And Rob has turned his hand to making everything from church bells to climbing frames. He has no idea what Sarah's going to bring in today, but he definitely knows what he'd like.
An old-fashioned copper hot water boiler, like a really big one, about 5 foot by 500. You know, nice and substantial, like a torpedo, a copper torpedo. That's what I want.
Hopefully Rob will be able to redirect that passion for plumbing towards Sarah's dingy drainage.
was only looking.
Just as well, Sarah. Of course, once items reach the skip, they can no longer be retrieved.
All I'm seeing is bush, grass, tree. Not much stuff I can recycle.
Sometimes it's difficult to see the wood for the trees. Janet and her partner Chris are helping Janet's mum move house and have surplus items which are not making the transition from old to new.
It's really grotty stuff today because it's just come from the loft.
Oh really? Well, you never know.
Did you mention grotty old stuff? Well, you weren't far wrong in the case of that old case.
It hasn't got the heirlooms in it, has it?
Without heirlooms inside, I think it's fair to say that case has seen the last of its travels. But hidden away on the back seat of the pickup is something with much more potential mileage.
Oh, they're really sweet.
Told you.
2 of those.
Yeah, they're quite nice.
They're so retro.
Quite sweet.
They are. It's just finding things that have got that old-fashioned look, and anything mid-century is really collectible, and people are loving having it in their houses.
Okay, that's good. All right, yeah, no problem.
If you don't mind, I'd love to add them to our collection from you. I'm going to stand here and see what else you've got, because you never know.
A bit of sponge.
Tempting, but maybe not today, thanks.
How cool are they? If it's all right, I'm going to take them down here out of your way. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Looks like it's easy to get carried away around about here.
You better stay there and look at what else is coming out, because I'm going to look after these, but there could be more exciting things.
It's not always the case that people don't see the value. Sometimes it's just a question of time.
You just think, right, it's going to go, it's going to go, it's going to go. And someone else might have the time and effort to think, I know what I can do with that, I'll save it. You know, but at some point you've just got to think to yourself, no, it's got to go, out. That's it.
So how cool are these two? I absolutely love their styling. They are bang on 1960, don't you think? I think we could stitch something fabby over here and really sort out these seats. And I think I'm going to be sitting on a fortune.
So, item 2 today has the potential to be double money in the shape of these 2 gorgeous 1950s chairs. And Sarah has just the man in mind to help bring them bang up to date. Jay Blades is a builder turned philosophy graduate turned furniture restorer. Jay has his finger on the pulse of modern design interiors, reworking the very best of British craftsmanship and bringing it into the 21st century.
I've always had a passion for the kind of heritage that the British designers have produced over the years. Traditionalists would love to keep it as it is, but to be reintroduced into the market, I like to just add a bit of colour and add something a bit quirky. I really enjoy adding my bit and not necessarily worried about other people's reactions. It's more about, do I like it? If I like it, then it's good.
Never knowing what Sarah will turn up with, Jay often flies by the seat of his pants when dealing with her dump finds. The good news is, today he has 2 to choose from. Seats, that is. With only 1 item to find, Sarah is searching Whitley once more. Rubbish it may be, but luckily Sarah has spotted Chris with something much more suitable.
I got to stop you. So whose is that and why are you throwing it away? And
I don't know, I think it's just been in the house for a long time. No reason really why it's been there.
And you're just not using it, so it's
No,
gotta
just
go.
not using it, yeah. And I think it's for some, I think it's like to put your suit on or something.
Yeah,
and then
it's really cool.
maybe have your cufflinks here or something.
I love it
don't know.
because nobody has pieces of furniture that just do one thing anymore, do they?
No, definitely not.
I really like the styling on it. It's really cool.
Yeah.
We're looking for things that we might be able to sell to people or repurpose or
Definitely,
redo. Is that something you might be able to share with us?
Well, you can have it if
Yeah.
that's what you want.
Yeah, I think just,
sort of
I'm not
cake
sure if I'll be
is
able to
what I
use it, but just to have the option to do it. Do you know what it is? It's the bits on the bottom, the fact that it's got such lovely little casters and stuff.
Yeah.
I just think maybe it's, maybe there's hope for it yet.
Maybe, yeah. It could
Lovely.
be revived.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Well, that's fab. Thank you ever so much for sharing it.
You're very welcome.
I don't know if I'm going to find something to do with it now. Look at that. That's brilliant.
Good luck.
Thank you ever so much.
I'm sure you've got something up your sleeve, Sarah.
Just been sitting in my house, not doing anything. And I thought, you know, might give it to someone else or put it to recycling where it could actually be used for something decent, you know.
How cool is that? Nobody has a bespoke piece of furniture just for holding their suit these days, do they? And I can't really see what else I'd be able to do with it, but I just don't think it needs to go in the tip at the moment.
Don't worry, Sarah. If you hang around long enough, I'm sure something suitable will spring to mind. So, 3 items found. Rob will be fortunate enough to tackle the manhole covers, Jay the 2 1950s flavoured chairs, and Sarah will take care of the suit stand.
It's been a fantastic day here today and I've met great people, but I've been making all sorts of promises about what I'm going to do with their rubbish. I've got my work cut out, but I can't wait to get started to turn their trash into cash.
Walthamstow was home to the British Film Studio in the early 20th century, where Broadwest Film Company made many films in the silent era. These days, there's nothing silent about the Black Horse Workshop, where Rob Scher specialises in turning brutal into beautiful.
I never have any idea what Sarah's going to bring. It's always a bit of a challenge, always a bit of a head scratch. What would I like Sarah to bring? Something a little bit ugly, something a little bit brutal.
Look at those little beauties.
Something that I could beautify, pimp up.
I think I'm going to get Rob out here. These things are really heavy duty. Come with me, come and see what I've got.
No need to look so worried, Rob. It'll be something perfectly normal.
So these, it's a little bit unusual. Ready? Ta-da! Come in, what do you reckon? Yeah, completely random.
As usual, like completely off the shelf, completely off your trolley.
They're heavy duty. There's loads of metal there. There are 3 of them and 3 covers. And so I was thinking maybe we could make some kind of amazing desk out of them, stitch them all together, or...
Could do, a shelving unit.
Ooh.
Or, they're very macho, aren't they? They're very macho. I mean, maybe we can make a nice little delicate touch, maybe a little vanity unit.
I like the idea of turning it on its head. That would be so cool, to put this into a girl's space.
Because nothing says feminine like an enormous slab of old rusty iron.
Go on, impress me. How are you going to do that?
Powder coated, maybe a very, very light pastel-y colour.
Oh, my word.
Keep the shape.
And then something quite fine on the bottom then to support it.
Let's get the weight hovering above the ground. Yeah, some hairpin legs.
Are we just talking about a table? Have we got a mirror at the back? What kind of thing are we looking at?
Mirror frame. I'm looking lighting in here. An LED like strip going around on the inside.
That really takes it up a level, and I think it just puts it in a different bracket.
Different price bracket.
Different price bracket, you know me and the money.
I know.
I've always got an eye on the cash.
It's all very well having an eye on the cash at this point, but this project won't be a success until we get our hands on some.
Talk to me about the money. In terms of powder coating costs, what are we, 100 quid, 150?
120 quid, you know, to get them powder coated.
OK, and what about legs?
Roughly about 50 quid.
And then the mirror?
50, 75 for 3 mirrors, yeah.
Roughly materials-wise, we're in the kind of 400 quid ballpark then.
I would say about that, yeah.
On top of that £400 for materials, Rob's expertise and time will cost a further £600, transforming these 3 manky manhole covers into 3 makeover vanity tables.
Well, the van is a lot lighter, but I've just committed to spending £1,000 on 3 very old manhole covers. I don't know if I'll make any money on this one, but it's going to be interesting.
So really what I want to do is, you know, transfer a very masculine piece of material, a very masculine object, you know, a heavy bit of steel, cast. I want to try and make it kind of light, feminine. That's the challenge, really.
So, Sarah's committed to £1,000 of costs to transform 3 masculine manhole covers into 3 feminine freestanding vanity units. What could possibly go wrong? Wolverhampton is a city in the heart of the Black Country, whose city motto, "Out of darkness cometh light," seems appropriate for Sarah's quest to make money from others' cast-offs. She's here today to seek the help of furniture rejuvenator Jay Blades.
I tend to like to work with stuff that is real wood. Pre-1970s is my kind of flavour. It's going to be rather interesting because I don't know what Sarah's actually going to give me. Normally when she brings stuff down, it's weird and it's wonderful.
Jay is a retro modern craftsman who specialises in reviving ageing furniture.
Hello, hello.
Hello, how are we doing?
Yeah, really well.
What have you got today?
I think I bought you a couple of crackers here, but I'm not quite sure.
OK. They look interesting. They do look really, really interesting.
Are they... I didn't know if they were sort of too new, too utility to be collectible or interesting, because I haven't found out anything about them.
The utility, yes, and not too new. These are beautiful. In my eyes, these are modern-day antiques. So these are things that you should not do too much to. You shouldn't, like, plaster it with gloss, or you shouldn't rub it down so you get rid of the wood. Personally, I think you should just lift it a little bit more than what it is now.
Do you have any ideas of what sort of fabric we might be able to put onto the seat covers?
The fabric that I think going into someone's house, I believe it has to be a velvet. Luckily, I've got something here.
Perfect. Wow, I would never have picked a colour like that.
So I would probably leave the top, clean that up so it brings it back to life, but add a really luxurious velvet that once you sit on there, it just feels to die for. The other thing I would add, just a little bit of a twist, would be to put wallpaper underneath the seat.
That's quirky to have something like that underneath where, you know, not many people see it. It's a little surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely a little surprise. And it's a little talking point as well.
I think they're going to look fabulous, but you've got to tell me, what about the money?
I knew that was going to come. Well, basically, the money, I could do the cleaning and the wallpaper and also putting the fabric on top for £50 for the turban. How does that sound to you?
That sounds like a good deal. Hopefully, not too much work for you, and I think we could make some profit on that. So that...
Yeah.
I think that's just where I want to be. That's excellent, thank you.
So that's a deal?
That's a deal.
All right, I'll best get to work then.
Brilliant.
OK.
I'm really pleased with how that went. Those chairs are going to get the update they deserve, and I might make a little bit of money out of it.
This is going to look so good that I would even have these in my house. Anything I tend to work on, I love so much that I would have it myself, but these should sell as well, with what I'm about to do to them as well.
Jay's plan to simply update rather than renovate could provide Sarah with a bumper profit. So, £50 in total for the transformation of these two glamour chairs. Seems like a proper bargain to me. Sarah is in London with the suit stand and is pursuing a more direct approach to selling this item.
So I've come to Portobello Market to see if my trusty suit stand can find a home. It's just the right kind of place. There are heaps of antique shops around here. It'd be really cool to get above 50 quid for this, but if somebody offers me a pink note, I'm going to take it.
The suit stand is an odd item in that it's a perfectly good and useful piece of furniture. It's just become unloved. Sarah recognised that to make a profit, the only work required is some fancy footwork in order to find the suit stand a new home.
That's a no. Another no.
Easier said than done.
Hiya.
Hello.
It's very cool what's going on in here.
Yep.
Really nice. Are they all vintage clothes that you're selling, or are they mixture?
No, it's all new.
Is it?
Yep.
God, it looks fantastic. It looks really classic. I've got a little proposition for you.
Go on.
I am looking to find a buyer for this today.
Right.
It's something that somebody was going to throw away, and I'm trying to find a new home for it and hopefully raise a bit of money for the person who was chucking it away. So this one, I think, was the classic kind of butler's thing that people had in their houses when they couldn't afford a butler.
Okay.
So just a suit stand, it's got somewhere to put the shoes, somewhere for your trousers. I was thinking that if I could get 60 quid for it,
Right.
I think it would be cool to go in a place like this. Do you fancy buying it then?
I think we could maybe negotiate, but, you know.
Okay, well, I'm happy to negotiate because this is something that somebody thought didn't have any value, but if you think it's got, should we say 50 quid?
Despite Sarah's best efforts, £50 proved to be a bit too rich, and a suitable compromise couldn't be found.
If you change your mind,
Okay.
I'll leave you some details. You can maybe give me a shout.
Lovely.
Okay, thanks ever so much. Thanks for your time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So, a bit more shoe leather required if Sarah's going to gain a dividend from that old suit stand then.
These are the manhole covers. I want to see how easy it is to drill. This could be cast iron, so depending when it was cast, it could be like a real nightmare to drill. So the legs are going to sit something like that, I think. Yeah, what am I going to do? It's a bit of an ugly duckling, but they make it to a beautiful swan. I think that's why I quite like it.
Starting to make the legs, Rob uses brute strength to bend each iron bar to the correct angle, making the legs feminine and dainty. Suitable for any girl's bedroom, I think we said.
I reckon it's time. Let's see what we got. I must remember which way round it goes.
I think it's fair to say there's a bit of imagination required before you can see these slabs of old cast iron taking pride of place in any girl's bedroom. But what we are seeing is very likely to be a world's first. No one else would think to turn these into a vanity table.
See, originally I was going to have it coming out the back here, so it's going to be like a couple of arms, but I think it just makes the whole thing a little bit too wobbly. As it is, it's wobbly anyway, so we're going to have to sort that out. See, that's quite nice. That's, you know, just like weld. If I can weld it on there, that'd be brilliant.
It's not certain at this point that the mirror frame can be welded to the base due to the nature of the cast iron. The only way to find out is to do a test weld.
If this cracks now, then I'll know that I can't actually do any welding this, and I'll have to like make. Okay, so I mean.
I think what Rob's trying to say is that if the welding is unsuccessful, that means an alternative way of fastening together the tables would be required, and that has time and budget implications.
Like, it's just, I'm just going to go for it, and then breaks, it breaks. I think it's not the best strategy, but kind of against the clock a little bit here, so. Oh, horrible.
The worst case scenario would be that the extreme heat from the arc welder that Rob's using will cause the frame to crack.
Doesn't like welding. Normally, if you'd welded this to itself, you know, or a similar type of metal, it's just snapped. Along the line, it was welded.
That's not such good news. Looks like a plan B is required.
Just let it cool down, and then I'll think about what I'm going to do.
Since Sarah's dropped these off, the thoughts that I had was to probably just keep it nice and simple and just put a velvet, a lovely deep purple velvet on the seat. But sleeping on it, I want to introduce some colour, and this is the frame I would love to paint. I would love to give that a nice green against the purple. So if I can get that there, because that works well with that, I have to add that just a little bit of ooh to it.
Ooh, that'll be a technical term then.
I would say for me, this is not a big task, but normally when you think it's not a big task, then it shows itself to be a big task. So personally speaking, this is a job I'm just going to get stuck into. And if there's problems, then I'll overcome those problems in due time. You never know with old furniture. I don't know where it's been, what kind of life it's had, what someone's done to it. They might have had an easy life. Imagine that, one previous owner. That would be cool. If you don't have a jar to put all the screws and bits and bobs in there, the best bet is to get masking tape, stick them all down. Right on a piece of tape, that's supposed to be a 1. And then on the bottom of the chair, you put a 1 as well. So you know which one, especially if you're working with 2 chairs that are identical.
Matching the old fixings back to the chairs from which they came makes putting them back together again so much easier.
I want this to go a kind of minty green, but I've got a darker green primer. And then get ready to rock and roll. It's just going to give the purple a lift. It's going to give the chair a lift. It's just going to make everything look fresh and new, even though it's not new. 60-year-old chair, giving it a facelift. Or, modern terms, a little bit of Botox. That's what we're doing.
Botox may seem an odd analogy, but of course we are hoping to reverse the signs of ageing and bring these chairs bang up to date. Previously in Portobello Market, the suit stand remained stranded with Sarah, but never one to give up. A change of location may be what's required.
So me and my special friend have come all the way from Notting Hill to Brick Lane to see if we can make a sale here.
Brick Lane can be found in East London in the borough of Tower Hamlets and is famous for its curry houses. Let's hope that suit stand will be able to curry some favour eventually.
I've been to lots of shops around here and I have met a man called Michael in this one who is interested in my Italian bespoke designer suit stand. He's not very keen on the camera, so I'm just going to pop in, see if I can persuade him to come out. Guess what, Michael? It's your lucky day. We're back.
Sarah's success is measured in sales, and she always seeks out the best opportunities to maximise profits. Hosting regularly her own furniture and clothing sales from home,
Just sold the sofa.
advertising and selling online,
Get that online.
or meeting commercial buyers in person to sell direct.
Seeing this is really refreshing, and it's good, and people are going to want more of it. It's going to grow, this thing, I think, that you're doing.
With opportunities galore in the things we throw out, Sarah's always looking to make money for nothing. The suit stand, salvaged from Chris,
You're just not using it, so it's
No, just not using it, yeah. And I think it's for some, I think it's like to put your suit on or something. and then...
Yeah, it's really cool.
has covered some miles searching for an elusive new home.
It'd be really cool to get above 50 quid for this, but if somebody offers me a pink note, I'm going to take it.
Sarah made a sale, and the only question remaining is, did she get a pink note? Sarah is back in Whitley to tell Chris what became of his suit stand.
Hi, Chris.
Hello
nice
there.
to see you again.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you. I've got a few things to show you about your suit stand if you'd like
yes.
to come and catch up.
Oh yeah, sounds good. Come in.
Lovely,
please.
thank you. So we decided that it was probably the kind of thing that would fit well into a shop as a shop display piece.
Oh really? Yeah.
A really nice guy in a vintage shop, and he has all sorts of things in his shop. So he specialises in vintage clothing and accessories and that kind of stuff. He immediately said, "Oh, I really like that." So I did a bit of bartering, and I tried really hard to get, you know, like some real sales stuff behind it. But actually, in the end, I got £25 for it.
Oh right, that's better than nothing.
It is, and that £25 I've got here, and that's for you. So
wow.
It was really good fun.
Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure. It's not $1 million, but I don't know what you'd do with 25 quid.
I'll put it into the daily shop or something like that. Find somewhere for it.
But anyway, it was lovely to have met you again, and
you too, thank you very much.
I'll be at the tip, no doubt, sometime soon. See you again.
See you again. Yeah.
Thanks ever so much. Okay, bye,
you.
Chris.
See you, bye.
Sarah sold the suit stand for 25 quid, which is all profit.
I didn't think the coat hanger would have any sort of value to it, you know, it looked old and abused, so, so I'm shocked there was any money made out of it, to be honest.
Rob has managed to manhandle the manhole covers into what can at best be called butch beautiful vanity tables. But it's not been a project without problems.
Everything that's been put together, apart from the actual frame, has been bolted or just placed. So we've drilled the backing for the mirror. The support here has been bolted on. Nothing has been welded except for the base.
The inability of the cast iron to take a weld has caused no end of problems. This has meant that the project has taken much longer than anticipated.
But we were going to utilise the recess here on the drain cover for lighting. Now, I had to work within the budget, and to be honest, went way over budget with the lighting. So the next stage, if there is any next stage, is to talk to Sarah and see what she thinks about it.
This restriction on both time and costs has also meant that some of the final finish is a little more temporary than Rob would like.
It's the manhole makeover moment, and I'm here to see if Rob has managed to turn those 3 dirty bits of drainage into 3 fabulous vanity units.
When Sarah managed to save these manhole covers, they were destined to become molten metal. Now they are unrecognisable as dirty drainage and are just a tiny step away from being magnificent mirrored vanity units.
Hiya.
Sarah, how you doing?
I'm really well, how are you?
Not too bad. Come in.
Quiet here, it's never quiet here.
Oh, relief.
Oh, really cool. That is amazing. I think the bases.
Even the broken one, I quite like.
Okay, you've done well there. I'm a bit worried about this though. What's that?
Well, the original plan was, because of the lighting, I wanted this suspended.
Okay.
So there would have been a bar across there, so you would have seen daylight around here, you had
Okay.
the lighting, that was the idea.
Okay.
Now we don't have that.
Okay, in terms of finish, I'm not sure that...
You don't like that kind of crusty finish? What about a bit of white in there?
Because the other alternative is to get new mirror cut, and so it actually fills the frame. But, you know, I think we've got to do one thing or another, because this gap here is going to cause a problem. Is it possible to see it spun the other way? Or?
So.
I'm just wondering if we were to sell these. If they go against the wall, they're going to have to go against a wall, aren't they? This kind of weight has got to be anchored against a wall in some way, hasn't it?
Yeah.
If we could have brackets on here that get screwed to the wall,
Yeah.
I think you're 99% there in terms of making these look fantastic. As a trio, they're really impressive. You know, as you walk in, and the colour that you've chosen, I had this idea about the sage green, and you've picked it up, and I think it's lovely. They're really impressive together.
Yeah?
Yeah, really.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I hate to walk in and be critical, but I think you've got maybe 5% more just to get them completely finished.
Sure.
Being just slightly rough around the edges is enough to make a profit improbable, especially if there's insufficient left to bling them up with the LED lighting as originally planned.
How are we doing on the budget? So I think we had £1,000 for the three.
We're up to budget on that, yeah?
Okay. I think that all three together, the finish, the really lovely legs you put on them, and the detail of that is cracking. It's just pushing that last bit. So give me a shout when they're ready to collect, and then I think we'll have something that's really saleable and really stylish, because I think they are so close to being perfect. So thank you very much. You'll be so pleased to see the back of me. Take care. Bye.
Clearly, when attempting to make a profit, costs have to be tightly controlled. And if just a little more of Rob's time invested at this stage means they can be sold for a much higher price, it will all be worth it in the end.
Well, Rob has certainly transformed those manhole covers, and I feel really picky because the colour on them is really good and the legs are really good detail. But I just need that 5% extra finesse because they need to look $1 million. I need to be able to sell them at a profit, and for that, they've got to be bang on.
What I'm going to do is put some hooks in the back here, raise the mirror. I'm going to tighten up the brackets, give them a good crank on to make sure that they, the whole thing's quite steady. And give Sarah what she wants.
Back in Whitley, Sarah spotted something distinctly masculine in the back of Shane's car.
Manhole?
We've had a new patio laid, and the builders left some of the old patio covers.
Rob, on the other hand, was able to spot the feminine potential.
Maybe we can make a nice little delicate touch, make it maybe a little vanity unit.
With the budget rapidly running out, the cast iron makeover required just one small push to prove its mettle.
And I hate to walk in and be critical, but I think you've got maybe 5% more just to get them completely finished.
Rob has taken these 3 dank, dirty drainage covers and, with a few necessary strong-arm tactics, has transformed them into make-up, touch-up vanity units. Rob's final finishing touches have created just what Sarah was looking for. And with those details taken care of, making these into a premium product, these unique units have been snapped up as stock for a prestigious London outlet. And, most importantly, for a premium price. Sarah has returned to Whitley to surprise Shane with pictures of what his cast iron manhole covers have become, and to hand over some profit.
Hi there, hello.
Hello.
Hi there. Shane, how are you doing?
Hi, nice to see you.
Nice to see you again.
Hello.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
Vanity.
Hi there, how do you do? Do you know what Daddy took to the tip?
The drain covers.
Yeah, and I have to say, I got a little bit enthusiastic about them.
Well, we're intrigued.
I do. Well, I took them to London, and there is this fantastic place in Walthamstow, which is an open studio, and there's a guy there called Rob, who's a technician who runs it, and he came up with the idea that they're very chunky, masculine things. We should turn them completely on their head and turn them into vanity tables.
Okay.
So I've actually got some pictures to show you. They turned out, we made 3 of them. He really went to town on them. Do you like them?
Oh, yeah.
When they're all together, they look great. And somebody has bought them. Unfortunately, £1,000 to spend on them to convert them was quite a lot of money to spend. But we did manage to sell them at a profit. And I've got a wad of money here. I want to know just how much you think might be, how much profit.
Nice.
Well, there's £500 here, and I'm really pleased to say that's all yours. So I don't know who gets that. Maybe it was Daddy.
Calm down, you
Daddy was the one who took them.
We'll discuss it
Split it. That's a good
Maybe
thing.
give it to Mummy, she looks after things like that.
Gladly. The keeper of the cash.
Goodness gracious.
The 3-man hole covers cost £1,000 to transform, but with a sale of £1,500, Sarah has made a profit of £500 for Shane and his family.
Do you have any idea what you might do with it?
Well, your timing's very good. We're leaving early in the morning to go to France for our summer holiday, so I'm sure that these guys here will find something good to do with it.
Really, you're going to have a really good time.
very nice wine.
Lovely
much.
to
Thank
see you,
Thank
and
you.
have a really good time.
very
Bye,
much.
guys. Really nice to see you. Bye, bye. Thank you.
Back in Wolverhampton, those tired old 1950s chairs were left in the capable hands of Jay Blades, who has transformed them with a flash of inspiration, a lick of paint and some purple velvet covers.
Simple job that to a certain extent turned out a bit fiddly, especially this bit here. The original trim that was on there was made of plastic, just totally broke up, so I couldn't put it back together again. I think there's a touch of femininity with masculinity in there as well. So I think these will appeal to a lot of people, but Sarah might not like them, or she might like them. She'll tell me once she sees them.
When Sarah collected these 2 chairs, they were looking a little bit dated and unloved. Now, Jay has transformed them into luxurious pieces of furniture, fit to grace any designer home.
Oh my word. They are amazing. I'm absolutely gobsmacked.
I think now they look like they've been brought into the 21st century.
Beautiful. What you've done is amazing. Really. Oh, look at that. You are a genius.
I'm trying to be. And both of them, rather than having a match up, they're just slightly different.
Quirky. I love it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. The finish and the quality is amazing.
You've got 3 different kind of finishes there. You've got the velvet, you've got a matte painted finish, then you've got the gloss here. Normally, those won't go well together, but when you look at that kind of contrast, they just look perfect together.
Yeah.
I think because you've got dark, light, it's semi-dark, but it's more warmer, this colour. So I think, yeah.
Did you manage to do them 50? Or, I mean, we didn't discuss this top bit at all.
No, the top bit, I was going to leave it as it was, but when I put the seat on, covered the seat, and then looked at it, and the colours weren't matching up, so it was just inevitable that I had to do the back.
I love them.
So they came in, originally we stated, was it £50 for the 2?
Yeah.
Now they're £70 for the 2.
I think that you have turned something really ordinary into a statement piece. They are stunning. I'm really pleased.
The sales potential of these 2 old chairs is now obvious for all to see, and Sarah's leaving with high hopes of making some cash.
These chairs have gone from classic car boot fodder into high-end luxury item, and that's all because of Jay's hard work. He put an extra 20 quid on the bill, but I think that's money well spent.
I'm never too sure when I actually show people the furniture for the first time if they actually get it, but Sarah got it, which I'm really, really chuffed with.
Back at the tip, Sarah made a beeline for Janet and Chris, who had a pickup full of potential.
These are really sweet.
They are. They're not bad. Yeah.
Recognising the 1950s flavour, Sarah knew exactly who would relish the opportunity to tackle these two.
I have to add that just a little bit of to it.
Jay accepted the challenge, and by changing the covers and adding a splash of colour, Jay has brought these two 1950s chairs straight into the 21st century. Sarah invited retro furniture dealer Martin to be the first to view the rejuvenated chairs.
That's really nice. When someone just does that extra thing, that's like a little secret, isn't it?
Martin loved Jay's chairs and snapped them up for his shop, the Old Cinema. Sarah is back in Whitley to show Janet and Chris what became of the chairs and to hand over the profit.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi, Chris. How are you doing?
Oh, how are you? All right.
Yeah, really
Good,
well,
good,
really
good,
well.
good.
Are you coming out too, Janet?
Yes,
Hi there.
hello. All right,
Nice to see you again. I've got a few pictures to show you about the chairs. Yeah, do you want to come and have a look at them?
Yeah, by all means.
The chairs that you dropped off, this is how they ended up.
Oh,
Wow.
fantastic. Yeah.
They look
No,
brilliant,
they
don't
look brilliant, don't they?
They were really
Oh, it's
comfortable.
amazing.
They did
Yeah.
look, and this sort of turquoisey colour was amazing. Very high-end sort of feel to them.
Yeah. To be honest, the legs and they just look totally different, but I'm sure they're not. But
It's
because
amazing, isn't it?
because of the seats and everything, it's just made the legs stand out.
So we have managed to sell them at a profit. It's not a massive profit, but it is £40 for you for those chairs.
Fantastic.
And I think you're keen on motorbikes and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can always get something for the motorbike, or I suppose I could give in and take you down the mill after a meal, or the mill for a pub.
The two chairs were transformed for the grand cost of £70, and Sarah sold them for £110, leaving Janet and Chris with 40 quid to fight over.
Two things that would have ended up rubbish have now got a life, and they can carry on and be used by other people and appreciated. And we've got some money to spend on a BSA. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that's yet to be discussed properly off camera.
Sarah has made a profit on all of the things she saved from the crusher. The suit stand has found a new home in a London shop. The iron manhole covers have been transformed into 3 pastel-coloured vanity tables, and the two chairs reborn as chic velvet-clad beauties. Whoa.
So that is brilliant. That's 3 things that have been saved that might have been lost forever, and 3 people who've now got a little bit of extra cash that they weren't expecting.